Alright, welcome everybody. Hope you're having a good night. Let me turn stream countdown off and test the chat, make sure that's working. There we go. I got a nice little black outline on it finally. I had to figure out how to enable CSS, all sorts of crazy stuff. Welcome. Hope you guys are having a good night. Just gonna get some water real quick, and we'll get started with some Autonauts. See if anyone pops into the room. I don't think anybody's here yet, so I'm talking to you YouTubers, really. Or YouTube viewers. I guess a YouTuber is someone who makes YouTube stuff, which is me. And maybe you. Maybe you're a YouTuber. I don't know. I'm gonna hit continue, though. And I will talk as if people are here, whether they are or aren't. Because that's what you do on Twitch. So, let me remember. Sorry I haven't been streaming very often recently. I know I've said Tuesdays and Thursdays is my goal, but it's been a little difficult to get that done. Life has been a bit inconsistent lately, so I apologize, I haven't been more consistent with streaming. I think this week I'll definitely get a stream in tomorrow as well. I might not be able to do Thursday. And if I do stream on Thursday, it'll be earlier in the day. And then probably will stream again this weekend. So, we're going to make some Autonauts progress. Now let me... Let's see... Okay. Where was I? It's been like a week since I played. Okay, so cotton, cereal. I think we were wanting to deal with cotton. Yeah. So we will get that done, and then we want to make the better food. Which I'm actually out of food. That's interesting. What's going on with mushrooms? I think we're just limited by how quickly mushrooms can grow in this area. We might need a second mushroom patch. Because I don't think there's a way that you can make mushrooms grow faster. You can't fertilize them or anything. Which I wish you could, but alas you cannot. Because as far as I can tell, these guys are digging up mushrooms the moment they're ripe, and then planting mushrooms the moment they get digged up, so I don't think we can do any more with that space. Oh well, I'm not going to deal with that just yet. I am producing plenty of WUV here. Although it's the wrong tier. It's a tier below what we want, so research is very slow. But I will copy this. I assume cotton seeds go into the same... Let's get you out of here. Come on over. I assume they also go into silos, but I'll need to double check that. Oh, that guy's still bringing... I'm gonna move this back over here. Because he's carrying turf all that way. Let's see. Are these grown yet? Oh, I thought these weren't grown yet. I was waiting for them to grow. But they're just short because they're only a yield of 2. Okay, so if we take the raw cotton, throw it into the thresher... Then what do we get? Seed, it does go in a silo. Okay. So I will just copy this same setup here. And then I'm not sure if I like those being right next to each other like that. Oh, oops, I was moving the whole thing. I think we'll set it up like this. I don't love facing things up because then you can't see the input. So maybe I'll do it this way. And that still allows for the being close to the stone head. But we can leave a path in between. Okay, so I basically need to copy everything I did with cereal, but for cotton. So we need a tiller. We need all sorts of stuff. So I'm actually going to copy... Oh, I should do some organizing first. Let me do that. Ooh, text message. Let's respond to this real quick. Okay, so scythe craft. I know where you go. You go in tool-to-street. And hoe craft. Also tool-to-street. And a lot of temps at the bottom. I don't have to worry about that. Spade craft. Also tool-to-street. Builder. You go in the building team. Bot team. And then I need a cereal team. Did I already make one of those? I did not. Plus. Nope. This button. Cereal. The orange. Cereal. And I missed. Go in there. Perfect. And that should do it. Okay, much better. So we want to copy the, let's see, collector, gatherer, hoe. Okay, so let's start with the hoe. You the hoe. Okay, and the hoer we want to be this guy. Bot database, serial hoe. Change the area to this. And I think that's it. Oh, I found the problem with my plan. It's just a little too tight on cotton. That's okay. And I think that's the only change I need to make. So he'll be cotton hoe A. Or do we do one? Are we doing numbers or letters? Doing numbers. Okay, so he will hoe the ground. Then we need a guy. Let's see. So like I said in the last episode, I believe the only purpose of cotton lint is, or I mean cotton seeds, is to make cotton. So I'm not going to care about filling up the cotton seed storage. I'm just going to care about filling up the cotton lint storage. So the next guy needs to be the one who plants. So we will copy the planter from cereal. Cereal plant. Save. Take out the hoe script. You upgraded are going to be the planter. You're going to go to cotton seed storage. And you're going to go to this area. And you are cotton plant 1. And of course he can't plant if he doesn't have enough seeds. So let's thresh one more. And then he'll at least plant the 6 that he's holding. Okay. There we go. Okay, then I want... What do I want? I guess I want a guy to cut down the cotton crops. So... we'll copy gatherer. Oh yeah, and I'll do the same thing here where I do the miniature storage. It ends up using, I think, just one more bot overall, but I've run into issues before when I don't do that, so I'll just bite the bullet and use one extra bot. That's fine. Okay, this one. Download. Scythe storage is fine. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to record because it memorizes the cereal crop and you can't switch that to be a cotton crop. So we don't need to find the scythe, but we do need the cotton crop piece here. And then we don't care about cereal storage, we care about whatever storage that is. And you are cotton gath 1. You can play your little program there. And raw cotton will go in here. And then we'll set up a guy to collect. I kind of forget what I did for the cereal. Okay, we had a straw and a seed collector separately. Finds the seed until his hands are full. If his hands aren't empty, he'll go to cereal seed storage. Then he'll repeat until his hands are empty, add, and then if his hands aren't empty, he'll go to the stone head and then add without an exit on fail. So he'll always add the rest of what he's holding to the stone head. Perfect. Okay, so we want something similar here. Another guy. So your job is to grab until hands are full. And then you will store it. If... Oh, that's not what we wanted. If hands not empty, you'll move there. And then you will do this until hands are empty, but you'll exit on fail. So if it's full, then you'll move to the stone head. But you'll only do that if hands not empty. And then you will add to the wonder until your hands are empty. You will not exit on fail. And you will do that forever, and you are cotton lint collector. I think. One? Nah, I'm not gonna need 2 of them. How did I name the other one? Cereal... Yeah, straw collector 1. Okay, fine, I'll give you a number. I'll give you a number. And then we need another guy who collects the seeds. I forgot to put a condition on. Oh wait, I don't have a guy gathering the cotton. Silly. Okay, you record. You just grab it. Probably a smaller area. Give a little bit of room though. And then you'll do that until your hands are full, then you come here, add until hands empty. Do that forever. Cotton collector 1. Okay, so he'll fill that up. And then finally I need a guy to collect the seeds, and then a guy to feed the thresher. It's a surprising number of bots. All for simple cotton industry. Okay, so this guy is gonna collect seeds until his hands are full. Then he's gonna pick up the rest real quick. He's gonna come over here. Only if... Oh, another if down there. Only if your hands are not empty, you move to the storage, and then you will repeat until your hands are empty, exiting on fail, and then if your hands are not empty still, you'll go to the stone head and add until your hands are empty. You will not exit on fail, so you'll always get rid of your full inventory at that point. Inventory is not Factorio. He will empty his hands. And this is cotton seed collector 1 play. And finally, we need a cotton thresher. So that guy will never find items, so he can be the power bot. And your goal is to take till hands full, exit on fail, add to threshing machine, until hands empty. Wherever that is. But only if the cotton lint is not full will you add to threshing machine. You'll do that forever. Cotton, thresh, 1. And I think we've done it. Nope, he is not doing the right thing. What? Oh, this is supposed to be until hands empty. I just clicked the wrong one. There we go. Okay, so that should be cotton. Looks like everything's working as intended. Okay, next thing to do is get a water collector. Fill some barrels here. Probably need another silo. Definitely need some more chests. Never enough chests. We finally got our wood built back up, and then I made a bunch of bots and kind of destroyed my wood again. I do want to keep upgrading guys to Mark II upgrades, or good upgrades, I should say. Mark II is the tier of bot. So I do want water barrels down here. I don't like it right there, though. Maybe right here, to the side of the path. So watering cans in the past... Okay, so I do need another good workbench for that. They've kind of been able to do things they weren't supposed to be able to do. So we're gonna have to try this out and see what it can do and can't do. Because I believe watering cans were only supposed to be usable for actually watering crops. But then you were able to get water from a lake and put it in a barrel. So then why would you ever use a bucket for that? And I can't even remember if you needed buckets for anything. Maybe just for adding water to recipes, but anyway. We need to make one, or have a bot learn how to make them. 4 planks, 8 pegs, and 2 poles. Implies that I should use a bot with a power upgrade, because he can carry 8 pegs. So grab 2 poles, put them in the backpack, grab 8 pegs, dump it all in, grab 4 planks, come back. So we'll do that. So grab 2 pole. Oh gosh, of course everything's empty. Ugh. Is there ever gonna be poles? This might be a lost cause. What's really annoying too is if you move to it and it's empty, or you don't get one, then it won't, like if you're already standing there, it won't give the right command. So that's really annoying. There's so many guys waiting right now. So I actually have enough logs. It's actually the plank crafting that's too slow. Huh. Alright, well, is it time for Plank Craft 4? I think it is. Plank Craft 4, here we come. Chopping block. This needs an axe. There's a reason I left vertical space here. It is because we will need it. Okay, so you're going to be plank as well. Program this bad boy. Take until hands full, add until hands empty. But only if this is not full. Do that forever, and you will be plank CFT 4. And then my plank collectors, I just need to switch around so they come down a little farther. And that's going to be in wood basics. Plank collector 1 and 2. Just gotta extend that area down. Hit play. Plank collector 2. Oops. Extend that area down. Bada bing, bada boom. Wait, do those not have good upgrades? Why is it taking time to find it? Oh, I'm looking at peg collectors. Plank collector, they aren't upgraded fully. Oh, okay. Let's make them a little faster at what they do. To me. Okay. I upgrade you both. Free of charge. Go back to your jobs. More efficient and faster. Because that sensor upgrade's a pretty big deal. It goes from being like 1/3 of a second to 0 seconds. For how long it takes them to find an item. So that really adds up. And the speed upgrades obviously just save even a little bit more time. I think they'll be able to catch up now. Pretty sure. Yeah. Okay, yeah. So they're starting to pick up from the last guy now. Sweet! Okay, what about peg or pole collecting? Looks like that's actually a little too slow too. So we'll upgrade these bad boys. Get rid of the buildings. Much better. Pole collecting, stop. Come over here. And then I'll move you over, grab 2 of the faster boots, better sensors, and you guys can go back to work. Okay, I think that is good enough. I mean, if 2 is enough for 4 of these makers, 2 should definitely be enough for these 3. Now that I've upgraded them. Okay, so hopefully things are happening a little faster now. I wonder where that bot ended up. Here he is. He's still waiting for me to show him how to grab a pole. And then stow, and then we grab 8 pegs. See, if you do the move, it'll add in a wait command, and then it'll never give you a move command to the storage. So then we want to take times 8. Not 18, just 8. Surprisingly difficult to click on. Okay, take 8. I'm gonna pause there because I don't have 8, but then we will essentially just add stow? No. Let's add retrieve. Add retrieve until hands empty. And that should get 8 pegs and 2 poles. So let me grab 4 more pegs real quick. And then, excuse me, we gotta grab 4 more planks. Okay, move, take, times 4. Not 44, not 14, just 4. Okay. Then we gotta come back here. Wow, he does not have as much memory as I thought he would. I am going to have to give him a memory upgrade. So we'll do that until hands empty. That will finish up the watering can. Then he has to go pick it up. Oops. I wasn't recording. Oh, I hit play. That's an accident. Why don't you come over here and drop everything? Anyway, you need to grab the watering can. And then I guess repeat this until this building is empty. And then you repeat all of that until watering can storage is full. Repeat all that forever, and you will be craft water can 1. And I need to go make a memory upgrade for you, which I still haven't automated. Why don't I do that? I'm tired of this. So he's gonna need a good backpack and a good power effector thing, whatever it's called. So I need a square frame and a plank. Or do I have one already? Yeah, I have one over here. So you... We're just gonna have to switch you around. Oh, I grabbed the wrong kind. Dang it. I should have grabbed one that already had the power upgrade. So take out these guys, put in the power, and the backpack. Trade, give you a backpack. So now he has 4 backpack slots, 8 hand slots. Oh, even where's the backpack? That's fun. Alright. So then this guy needs to grab 4 tree seeds, store them, and grab 8 poles. So first I'll put this back here and put this back here. And I will record myself grabbing 4 tree seeds. Hitting store. Store. I use the same word to mean both things. Okay. And then I want to record you grabbing... Is it poles? Yeah, pole. Times 8. And then this is times 4. And then you will go over here and you will add and then retrieve until your hands are empty. Bam. And that should end with... It's nice that there were 4 poles sitting there already. Saved me a trip. Should end with this being here. You'll grab it. And then you'll need a chest to put it in. Okay. You grab it. Put it in there. You'll do that until the building is empty. You'll do all this until the chest is full forever. Bot. Mem. 1. Okay. And I will grab the one I just made and apply it to this guy. But I guess he's gonna have to lose his speed because he needs the power. Okay, that should do it. Alright, so make some watering cans. I'll put some of these pegs back. And then put the shoes back here. And I need to do some new upgrading. So we're gonna bring over the wood basics team. It's time. To me. And then bot upgrader. It's your time to shine. Give him all those sensor upgrades, boy. Give him the business. Oh, that was it? Already got all of them? I mean, I guess I already upgraded a few myself, but where are we? Wood basics. Let me just double check. Because some guys don't even have sensors. But like this guy, what is he doing? He's still working. Same thing with this guy. Come here. Whoa. That's crafting on its own. Ha! That was a glitch. That's for sure. Okay. Okay, you guys need to be in the area. Wait. Didn't I just see one? No, I guess not. There are a couple guys with the old power upgrades too. I'll need to fix that. But anyway, bot upgrader and drop all this stuff there. Switch over, do speed upgrades, and go. At this point, I should probably just make a separate bot for the speed upgrades and the sensor upgrades and just hit play on both of them. That would save me some time. But I don't know, this is fine. I have a little bit more control over it this way. Okay, so he's done. So bot upgrader can come to me, drop everything. And then I guess you can look up here. And then I have a few power upgrades I need to hand out to the Wood Basics team. Just scan carefully through this guy. This guy. This guy. Okay. What is this? I still have a Mark 1 bot? Oh, that's funny. He escaped my view for a long time. Okay, well, no longer will you be a little R2-D2. You shall be a big boy. Alright, sweet. Okay, so Wood Basics team, go back to work. Oh, Plankcraft 4 is not part of the Wood Basics team. That's why he's there. Let's see. Bot goes back to Botdistry. Craft water can goes to Tooldistry. I need a cotton team, and this guy goes to Wood Basics. Okay. Cotton team. Cotton, 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 cotton. Sweet. Okay. Watering cans are getting crafted. That's good. You get rid of this junk. Probably gonna be short on stuff for a while again, because now I'm gonna need a lot of good gears to replace all the speed upgrades I just made. But that's fine. Okay, so with the watering can, let's check out a couple things. Let's grab some water. Can you click on a swamp for water? No, it has to be fresh water. Okay. So 10 out of 10 fresh water. Can I just put that in a barrel? I can. See, that feels wrong to me. I thought watering cans were only for watering, but apparently you can use it to just transfer water. So maybe you can't use it to add a recipe, but I don't actually know. Whatever. I'll just use the watering can then. So I need a bot that grabs watering cans, brings them all back. Now this is a tricky script, so we'll see if I can get it right. I know I've made mistakes before, but for this bot, it's actually a backpack upgrade that will work the best, because he's gonna put watering cans in his backpack and cycle them. And he's only going to find a few things, so I think carrying 2 more watering cans is going to make a huge difference. So we're going to switch this guy over to a backpack, which of course I don't have that automated either, so I need 4 planks and a square frame. So we'll do that real quick. At least I can fit everything I need in one trip. Alright, so we got the backpack upgrade. And we'll switch that out with his sensor. I think the boots will still help a lot. Okay. So the first part is he needs to fill his backpack with watering cans. So let me just pick this one up real quick. Okay, so I'll come down here. And he's going to do the same thing the other bots do, where he will actually take stow. Oh, shoot. I want to get rid of this. But I'll switch that to stow and then take. So then he'll do that until his backpack is full. So that way, if he stops in the middle and I hit play, he'll be sure to have a full backpack of watering cans. And then he always takes after he stows, so that way he'll have the watering can in his hands as well. So it'll be something like this. Then he'll go up to here, and probably just grab from this square. I'll want to get rid of these swamp squares later. Oh yeah, I forgot about my mountain of trash. I still need to take care of that. So we'll find the nearest fresh water in this general area. And then use held item watering can. So that should, yeah, okay, so we'll start with that. And then he'll cycle. And then he'll do the same thing. So cycle up, find water, cycle up, find water, cycle up, find water. I guess we need to cycle at the end because we want to do that until the held item is full, which means we've cycled all the way around, and the one we're holding is the first one we filled, because cycle basically moves everything to the right, and the one on the far right goes back to the front. Which only works if it's possible. Like if you're cycling a plank and you're already holding a peg, then that won't work, but it'll work with tools and stuff. So then we'll do that until held item is full, held object full. But the problem is the watering cans break. Now I think they lose durability when you empty them. So then, I don't actually know. Okay, so if you cycle either way, that'll make sure watering cans goes into the inventory. So let me just fill this one up real quick. And then we'll go down here, and he will put the water in this storage. And I think I saw the durability go down. Cycle, put it in storage. Yeah, it wouldn't make any sense if your thing broke while it still held liquid. So I assume you only lose durability when you place into something. Okay, so you'll do that. Move, add cycle. You'll only add if it's not full. And then you'll add cycle. And then if it's still not full, okay, we'll repeat that until held object empty. Until you get to an empty watering can. And then at that point, watering can may or may not have broken. So honestly, if I just do that, and then if he always stops by the watering can place on the way back, I guess we'll only say if hands are empty. So only if he's currently not holding a watering can will he actually do the get more watering cans thing. Because if he's holding one and there's one or two in his backpack, he'll still be pretty good. So I think this works fine. He will be Water Boy 1. And I'm going to put these watering cans back. And we should start seeing a lot of water flowing in. We should see 50, hopefully. He's coming back. Here he comes down the gray brick road. Bam, 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 bam. That was beautiful. Okay, so now we need a dude to water the crops. I think I'm gonna have one guy. Come to think of it, I should have done this for cereal and cotton. I should have had one guy hoeing the ground and one guy watering both. Because the amount of hoeing is not that much. Oh, hi Zenrock37. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, so the cycle idea is pretty great. I got that from the Discord originally. Someone told me about that and I was like, oh my gosh, that's amazing. So it really helps with the buckets for sure. Okay, so I'm gonna switch for cereal and cotton. I'm gonna do a farming, an overall farming team, and I'm gonna put the cotton and cereal into farming. Oops. Yes, like this. And so then the water boy will just be in the farming team in general. And same thing with the hoe guy. So he is going to be hoeing for all the fields. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Shoot. No! Okay, well, cancel this. You are going to be the waterer one. Yeah, the smaller memory issue definitely makes complicated stuff hard to do at Mark 1. I generally don't do farming until Mark 2 because of that. You can just do so much more with Mark 2 bots, and they're just so much faster. But, because you really don't need farming until... I mean, I guess you need farming to get the cotton for the next tier of stuff, but you can get all the Mark 2 bot stuff without having the next level of love that requires clothing. Anyway, what am I doing? I am making this guy a waterer, so he's gonna come over here. And then the cotton hoe guy, you are going to just do this whole area. And there we go. Okay. So then the waterer needs to drop everything. Pay attention. And with watering, I'm fine with him just holding one watering can at a time. It's not a super long trip. Watering takes basically 0 time at all. So I'm just going to have him... Because the cycling thing is a little bit trickier when you're watering one thing at a time, I think. So you'll just... yeah, I mean, I guess we'll start with an if hand's empty, you'll grab a watering can. And then you'll take from fresh water until your held object is full, and then you will water. There we go. So find nearest cereal crop, find nearest cotton crop. Huh. Unfortunately, I can't just do find nearest crop. So we'll do that, and we'll do that. Until held object empty. Until held object empty. Huh. Because this is tricky, because once it's empty, we just need to go back and refill it. But once it breaks, and it does look like I lose a durability from each use. So at any given point, we need to be able to go back. Oh, okay, here, I got it. Oops, it happened again. Okay, so we will only, if hands not empty. So that means we are holding our little watering can. Hands not empty. We'll find, oops, we'll find a cotton crop and water it. And then we repeat those until held object empty. And then at the end, after he's watered both, if hands are empty... good question, Zenrock. You select multiple pieces of code by holding Control, and then you left click, and it'll select it all at once. Which is very nice. Okay, so we'll copy, move, and take to there. Oops. Right here. I may need to remove that from the top. Okay, so repeat until held object empty. I think this will work. So he'll water a cereal, then he'll water a cotton if his thing hasn't broken yet. If his thing has broken, then he'll go get a new one. And then he'll do it again. Water more, water more, water more. So then at the end, then he needs to go back up to the freshwater storage. And fill it back up. And we have another if hands empty check there. I mean, I think that's gonna work. Guess we'll find out. Ooh. Dung and fertilizer. Or compost bin and fertilizer. That's good. Then we can get even more efficient crops. Okay, well, so far he's watering properly. Let's see if he goes back for water. No. Looks like he's dead. What are you stuck on? Oh, I just didn't do a repeat forever. There we go. Has he watered all of them? Is that why he's stuck? No, he hasn't. Oh, did I not select a big enough area? Probably didn't. No? Huh. I guess I need another if. If hand's not empty, and if held object not empty. If held object not empty. Because he has to make sure he has... Yeah, he has a watering can in his hands, and it has water in it. And we'll do that until held object is empty. Because then if it breaks, his hands will be empty, and he'll go take from a watering can, and then the held object will be empty. That'll go outside that loop. He'll go back up to the top, and then get more water. Problem is, we have the wrong number of kilobytes. So I guess I'm curious what happens if I delete this part. Because I already have programming to... Like, I guess I'm curious what will happen to the until held object empty if he's not even holding an object. Then what will happen? Ah, he gets very confused. Okay. So maybe then this should be at the end. How's that? He won't even go into the code. So held object empty will also be true if... Hold on, my brain hurts. Held object empty will be true if he's not holding an object. I don't think I knew that. So that means I can clean this up a little bit. Because then basically I can just say here, if held object not empty. Because then if he's not holding an object, that just will be false. Okay, so I can just do that. So then he'll do that, and that leaves enough kilobytes free to go just grab one at the beginning of the code. If hands not empty, or if hands are empty. Object not empty, if held object not empty. Technically this one probably doesn't need a check. And then as soon as the held object is empty after one of these loops, then he'll go get more water. Okay, let's try that. Okay, now it's definitely not working right. Because there's a 3 right here. It's unwatered stuff. You had so much hope. Oh, interesting. Interesting. So, all the cotton is watered. I see. Shucks. Okay, fine. We're gonna need a memory upgrade for this guy. Because we have to be able to exit on fail. So basically I need to do this. Oh, I'm dumb. As usual, there's a better solution. Okay, so I can just do repeat until held object empty, but with an exit on fail. And I'll do the same here. Repeat until held object empty. When I started this whole thing, I didn't know held object empty would be true if he is holding nothing. But it is true, so then this will essentially water until he either runs out of water or breaks it, or fails to find cereal. Then he'll water cotton until he runs out of water, breaks the watering can, or can't find a cotton crop to water. And then, after all that's done, then he will go grab a watering can if he doesn't have one. And then after that, if his watering can's still empty, which maybe I don't even need that line, he'll go to freshwater storage and grab more, and then go back to the top, which this is only here because he needs one at the beginning. But I think that'll work now. Sweet! Okay, so now all my crops are watered. So, are there crops right here? I can't even see. There are so many things standing right here. It looks like there are. Okay. I wasn't sure if they had failed to plant a section. Okay. So that takes care of water, which is good. We'll need lots of water eventually. Let's make a couple compost bins. Wow, how do you turn the camera? Magic! It is shift. You hold shift, which also shows you coordinates of a cell, which I've never needed, but then you click and drag the middle mouse button, and you can rotate around, and then, let's see, there's another, I forget how, it's like B or in, I don't know, C? Nope, C centers it, Shift C. Shift C lets you do a free look, and you can like move the camera, do a wide angle, zoom in for a small angle, Q and E fly you up and down, so you can, you know, get that shot of the mountain of crap that you've always wanted to get, or look at it from above, see the whole map. Quite cool, actually. You can take cool screenshots this way, if you're into that sort of thing. And fly through the forest, sneak up on your bots, see what it would look like to be a little bunny. Anyway, I digress. So Shift C is the pre-camera mode. That's a lot of cotton. You're good on cotton. So what next? Let's do some more upgrades. Looks like our wood is fully stocked up, so let's upgrade the rest of our bots. Make sure everybody has all the upgrades they've ever wanted. So I think my bot team is good. My building team, I believe we worked on. Yep, charging team is good. Clay team is good. Cooking team is good. Farming team, I mean, we just made them, so they're all upgraded correctly. Yep. Farming's good. Forestry, I'm pretty sure we upgraded all them. Yep. Mushrooms, we got them last episode. Stone, I think we did those manually a while back. It's the tool guys. And the weed guys. Okay, so tools, weeds, wood advanced. Oh gosh, they all need help. And wood basics are... Oh, those are all good. Yeah, I just upgraded those a minute ago. And love. Okay. So, tools... Stop to me. And upgrader, go to your job. Ooh. Oh, thanks for the follow, Zenrock. Alright, so speed upgrades, looks like we're good. drop those back off. And then switch you over to sensor upgrades. Okay, sweet. Everybody's upgraded fully. So tool industry, you guys can go back to work. Oh shoot. All of their tools are full, so I'm actually going to come back down here and have them stand down here while they wait. Because they only start their loop if their toolbox isn't filled. And all of them are full right now, so... Although, hold on. I do need, actually, you guys to all stop and drop everything and then continue. Because this watering can is going to cause problems otherwise. Alright, so next we are upgrading... Okay, I'm just making sure I hit play on them again. We're upgrading the weed team. So they can come back over here. Looks like I got all of them. 4 hard-working bots. And I heard 4 sounds, which is the right number. So upgrader needs to come back over here, drop them. The reason I do that, if you weren't here when I figured that out earlier, the guy that makes the sensors picks up the sensor and drops it off in the crate until this square is empty. So that way I have an easy way to put sensors back into the storage network when this is already full. Because if this is already at 24, where am I supposed to put all of those sensors? I can't just put them in the crate, and so if I put them on the output, then they'll end up getting picked up later. So that's a nice way to do it. Anyway, I gotta switch this guy back to speed. And go for it. That'll be 4 quick upgrades. Okay. That's it for them, and then I guess I might as well call in... You guys can go back to work. Might as well call in the Wood Advanced team. Though this is almost certainly going to break crafting of lots of things. So we'll have them drop their piles of stuff. Oh, this is going to be a big pile. Do you think it'll be taller than this? That's the question. Take your bets now. 3, 2, 1... Oh no, it's a very small pile. I guess the shovels are much taller than things like panels and poles. Anyway, they can come over here and get upgraded. Hooray! The men who have been doing so much hard work to provide the raw materials for the good speed upgrades are finally getting good speed upgrades. And when I say men, I mean bots. They do not have a gender. Oh wow, that's a lot. Do I even have enough? Okay, looks like I do. Let me just make sure they've all got good speed, good speed, good speed. Sweet. Okay, and then we need to take... Are you guys... Okay, yep, they're just standing there. They don't have anything to do. Okay. Oh, shoot. Well, fine. Okay, so we are actually going to do the power upgrade. Because a lot of these guys have the power upgrade. And then I'll just have to move these back myself. Now, hopefully I didn't mess up my code somewhere and say grab items until your hands are full. Because then that will cause them now to grab too many of something. So if I did do that, that was bad coding. I normally don't do that, and so if something does break, then I'd rather fix the code than have bad code running around. You should never do until hands are full when you're getting crafting items. You should always do the number of times you want. So that way, when you upgrade bots or power upgrades, it won't break. Alright, I think that's it. So, back to work. Let me just double check. Scroll through all these guys. Looks good, looks... Oh! He needs a better memory upgrade. I'll get you that real quick. And then I think the team is good. They can go back to work. Bada bing, bada boom. I guess I will clean these up myself. Because my cleanup bot is not programmed to pick those up. I'm surprised how many needed the carrying more upgrade. I guess it's because I wanted to carry... Because back then the bots could only hold a few things. So, anyway, okay, they're all back to work. These guys, I'm at least going to move them back to the weed area. Okay. Oh, you guys can go to work as soon as you actually need weeds. Alright, base is looking good. So I think everybody... Oh, nope, sorry, we're almost there. I thought we'd upgraded everybody. Just the Wove team. Okay, I'm just gonna manually upgrade these guys because I think it's faster. I could be wrong. There's only 6 of them. So you. And then 2 more. Looks like I already have good sensor upgrades on those guys. Okay, there we go. Back to work. Repair guy. He should have a move command in his code. I want you to move to here and wait here. Okay. So the base is perfect. I finally have no need to upgrade any more bots. I guess these 5, if I want to use them eventually. So I'll just upgrade those guys by hand real quick. And then I believe that finishes off every bot in the universe. At least my universe. I think everybody's fully upgraded. Except for those temp guys. Oh, and there's a temp guy up here. Who I need to come over. And this guy. Actually, this guy needs to keep working. I appreciate the work he does. But he needs a speed upgrade too, doesn't he? Yep. Although he was only here to take the old upgrades away. So actually, come to think of it, his job is now useless. Interesting. Whatever. Okay, so now I want to pick up... Oh wait, I must have had 2 different burners. Because this guy is picking up the Mark 1 bot pieces. So I actually want him to get this area now, because there's a bunch of old Mark 1 stuff over here. I shouldn't have made as many Mark 1s as I did. I should have rushed Mark 2s a little faster. I ended up paying the price for that. Okay, so then I want 5 of these. Upgrade, upgrade, upgrade. And then 5 of these. It looks so funny to upgrade them from the bottom up. Their heads look tiny. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, have fun with that, Zenrock. It's expensive. Actually, the Mark 1 to Mark 2 is not that bad. It's the drive that costs the most because of the good gear and the panel. The other two parts are not as expensive, so I'd start with the head, because that actually is the most efficient, saving you time anyway with the sensor finding thing. And then it also gives them more memory, and they can search bigger areas. And then I do the bodies, and then I would do the drives. The real expensive one is the speed upgrades. Requiring 4 good gears for that is just crazy. And that's when you need forestry that looks like this to upgrade 100 bots. And it's taken me many hours, even with all of those forestry things. I think I did the math, and each speed upgrade is like 40 logs or something, or was it 20 logs? I can't remember. It's a lot. And yes, to answer that question, you can upgrade by just control right clicking, and there's no, like, this bot doesn't know that it was made as a Mark 1 bot. In fact, it might have been made as a basic bot. You can even upgrade basic bots into Mark 1 bots by just replacing each piece individually. And you can even automate that process and have your bots do it for you. The problem, as I discovered, you know, if you go back on the YouTube VOD and look back, I don't remember what episode it was, probably sometime in the first 5 episodes, if you have a bot that just searches the whole base to upgrade other bots, if they're in the middle of moving and it happens to upgrade it, it will stop it in its tracks, breaking its code, and then you'll just find bots randomly standing around that don't, like, have any idea what they're doing. So I would recommend against just having a bot go around the whole base unless you stop the entire base to all get upgraded at one time and then hit play. So that's the only downside. Okay, so we're gonna take all these grain upgrades here. And these guys both have them too. Okay, and we'll put sensor. Yeah, that sounds like a great idea. And you could even have, you know, the same bot upgrade one part at a time. Like, he could grab a speed upgrade, or I mean, grab a drive and then upgrade, and then grab a body upgrade, grab a head upgrade. But it can get a little tricky. It's probably better to have one bot for each, because if you're trying to do a one bot for all 3, then he has to say, like, you know, repeat until hands empty, exit on fail, but then after that, if his hands are not empty, he needs to return the drive so that he can grab a body. I don't know if you can do all that with a small amount of memory anyway, but anywho, alright, I'm gonna bring this stuff over to the head. Yeah, maximizing production's a good idea. I generally start too slow, I think, and then I end up having to go back and upgrade things, like all my wood stuff, too often. It is crazy how much of a difference the Mark II bots make, though. Mark II bots with good upgrades are probably, at least for most tasks, going to be twice as fast as other types of bots. As the Mark I bots with the crude upgrades. Except for stuff like crafting. Crafting doesn't get faster, regardless of how many speed upgrades your bot has. So if you have a fairly efficient trip already of just like grabbing planks and making poles, that's where it doesn't make a huge difference. Obviously holding more planks means that each trip is slightly quicker, because you can grab 6 instead of, you know, just grabbing 4 or however many it is, but at the end of the day, crafting is slow. The only way to make it faster is get the faster, like the table saw things. I think those craft about twice as fast. But yes, you can definitely reduce the number of bots you have once you get to Mark II. One Mark II bot with good upgrades, he can carry 2 logs. He's gonna, rather than 1, he's gonna carry those 2 logs faster. And if you give him a backpack upgrade, he can even put a log in his backpack. So if you give a Mark II bot a good backpack upgrade, or even a crude backpack, because he starts with 2 and he only needs 3. Logs are only 3, right? Yeah. So as long as he has 1 extra backpack slot, then he can put a log in his backpack. And at that point, one guy can almost do all the log collecting by himself. So yeah, Mark II bots are great. And the nice thing about Mark II bots as well, I feel like you either get Mark II bots too soon, or I don't know, it just feels weird because, like, if you go back and watch kind of the videos that I've made, I basically started to upgrade to Mark II just after I got done doing Mark 1. Like, there wasn't a long stretch of game where I played with Mark 1 bots, which, I don't know, feels kind of like, I just got done doing this, why do I now have to do another thing? But Mark III is a different story. It will be a long time before I get Mark III, because those are made out of metal, and metal is not until tier... where is it? Research. So I'm done with level 2. I'm about to start getting level 3 done a lot faster once I have clothing and better food for my colonists. And then level 4, you finally unlock the ability to make metal. And within that, I think, yeah, you don't get the better bots until level 5 with a 3 million WUV upgrade, which you can do when you're still in this tier, but it'll take you a long time to research it. And those bots are awesome. They never run out of power. They can carry even more. They go even faster. They're crazy. But, yeah, Zenrock, I generally feel the same way. I'm like, I don't want to, like, I like to do all the things I've already unlocked before I move on to the new things, but with Mark II bots and good upgrades specifically, I feel like that one's worth kind of like getting there as soon as you can. Upgrade your whole bot army. Takes a while, but then once you're done with that, your progress on making new things and setting up new stuff like cereal or cotton or whatever else you're doing, it'll be a lot easier because then your bots have more memory, they can search bigger areas, they move faster, they carry more, they search, everything's better. Like, I only have 3 chargers for this entire base. This whole base is just 3 guys. 3 chargers can cover all this ground, and so far I haven't seen any huge swaths of bots running out of energy. So I probably should have like 5, but 3 is enough for now. Alright, well, that feels really good. I think I might be done streaming for tonight. I can't decide if I want to do more or not. I'm getting a little tired, honestly. I do really want to get the next tier of food, though, but I fear that it will take a little bit too long, because I'm not making clay pots yet. But... oh no! Your swamp is across the map. Yeah, depending on how long you've played, it could be worth restarting. I find restarting kind of fun anyway, and if you feel like you would do a lot better the second time, because since you already know what you know now, sometimes it's fun to restart. But if you're like, no, I don't want to do all that again, then I'd say just try to move everything. It's actually not as hard to move your base as you think. You can literally select all of it and move it. And your bots, half of them will still have the correct code even, because their code is tied to like storage and crafting buildings, and that'll still work even if you move the buildings. So I would maybe explore your map a little bit more and see if there's a better spot that you could build your base, and feel free to just move the whole thing over there. It'll probably only take you like 30 minutes to move the whole base and get everything running again. It'll mess up any farming or trees that you've done, but that, you can do that again. If it's going to make a big difference to like how far away clay and metal are, I would totally do it. I think I have metal, I checked it. Yeah, it's just down here, which is a short enough trip. I did make sure metal was close. And then coal is the other big thing that you need later on, and I forget where that was. But once you have the tier 3 bots anyway, it's like they run so fast. Once you get the road, there's like another 2 levels of road, and if you do the super fast road and a tier 3 bot, there's zooming. But yeah, I would say also, I don't know if you've ever gotten to the point in the game where you unlock wheelbarrows, but there's also wheelbarrows, and so even if your metal's really far away, I think like last time I got to the metal stage, the metal was probably about here compared to where my base was. Oh boy, we got some spam. Let's delete that. Anyway, the wheelbarrows I think can hold like 10 or 12 items, so you can just have a bot that pushes the wheelbarrow there, the bots fill it up real quick, they bring the wheelbarrow back, the bots empty it real quick, and that goes a lot faster than bots carrying items themselves. And if you really want to get crazy, the bot can even grab items to put in his backpack before he pushes the wheelbarrow. So that's possible to make the most of things. But, alright. So, fresh water we have, herbed mushrooms we have, so all I really need to do is make clay pots. So that's not too bad. I forget, do we make those in the oven? No, that's just for bread. Where do we make clay pots? Yes, in the kiln. There it is. I knew it was somewhere. Where did I decide I wanted my clay? Maybe down here? We'll leave a little bit of space for more storage. Over here. Okay, so I'm gonna automate the next tier of food and then I'll be done. Because this won't actually take that long. Oh, right, we need the shaping, the clay station. That's right. Okay, well I'll put the clay station right behind the kiln. Maybe right in front of it. That's better. Except the clay is coming from the top, so let's actually just rotate this around. Except I'm standing in the way. We'll put that right there. Okay, so then I need a guy to fuel this with logs, and then I need a guy to grab clay and make clay. And I think... trying to decide. I think I'm happy having one dude do the whole process. It's been so long. You rotate buildings with, you guessed it, the R button. While you're holding it, like while you have the building clicked and held. When you hit V to move buildings, you can just rotate them. And you can rotate the whole batch if you grab a bunch at once. So there you go. I'm gonna have 2 bots do this, because I actually seem to faintly remember that I ended up needing way more clay pots than I thought I would. Yes, it ends up saving you a lot of space, because you can fit the buildings in with like crates just like this. It's also good to know that bots can walk diagonally. So even though it doesn't look like there's any space to walk between these 2 buildings, there is. So if you want to make sure there's a walkway, it can be a diagonal walkway. It doesn't have to be a straight left, right, up, down. Okay, so I want a guy making pots, and then he'll put those in a crate. I'll probably only need 1 crate. That's fine. So I'll make pots, put them in a crate. The other guy will take pots out, cook them, put them in a crate. Perfect. And they both will end up finding things, so I think they're better off with a sensor upgrade. So then, first guy will grab clay. Yeah, this one's fine to just do until hand's full, even if it's an odd number, who cares? Add until hand's empty. Oh wait, no, it does matter. Shoot, okay, so we need to repeat times 6. And I'll just have to manually change that number when he gets upgraded. Because if he has an odd number of clay, he would still be holding a clay and he couldn't grab the pots. Okay, so then he'll take that, throw it in there. Until this building is empty. Also, I don't know if you noticed, Zenrock, but I am auto-upgrading these bots. So I have a bot over here that is grabbing a speed and a sensor upgrade, and he's finding bots only in this square to upgrade with those. And then this guy is getting auto-upgraded with power and speed. So that way I don't have to upgrade bots as I program them. They're just already upgraded. I definitely did not do that for a very long time and manually upgraded every single bot. And that was a bad idea. Anyway, so we'll do that, cook until it's empty, and then I need to bring some logs over here real quick. So let's get a fueler bot. Okay, so this guy will grab logs. Till hands are full. And then fuel the kiln. Make that a little smaller. And he'll just stand right here. Move there. Till hands are empty. And then you'll do that forever. And you are clay fueler. Fueler, that looks spelled very wrong, but I think that's right. So he'll be fueling things. And then back to this bot. His job is to do that until it's empty, so this is what he would have done. And then he will grab from here, plunk in there. Wait. No. Shoot. Screwed this up. Well, is that fine? No, no, sorry, dang it. Okay, he needs to forget all of this. Let me try this again. He needs to be putting those in the storage chest. I want to make everything in just bulk quantities. So much storage to hold everything. Nice backup bot. Moose. Yeah, that's a good code to have. There's a mod that I got that I haven't used a lot yet, but you can balance two chests that are next to each other, which I've been using for the WoW storage. And you can get better balancers once you have mortar that move items more quickly. And that's kind of nice to be able to pull from two storages. Like right now, I really should have had two pull storages that are balanced because bots are getting in each other's way, trying to grab and pick up and drop off all at the same time. Once you get the good storages, which is in like tier 4 or 5, then they don't have that problem. They only use up the storage for like one tick when they grab items and put items in. So that's very nice. Anyway, what I want this guy to do is this until the output is empty. He'll place in there. He'll repeat that until this guy is full forever. Play raw pot 1. I guess we can afford one more letter. And that needs to be in there. Okay, so then we need a clay cooker. Be this guy. We will take from this. We'll do until hands full, until hands empty, and then you'll grab and add until the output is empty. And you'll do that until Pot storage is full, and you'll do that forever, and you are clay, pot, clay, pot, cook, 1. Yes, silos are ridiculous how much they can store. Hey, 150 bots! Go team! Woo! Okay, sweet. So that should do it. Let's make sure he picks up all 4 of these. That's a lot of pots. Perfect. Okay. So he does his job well. So now I have the pots, and I have the fresh water, and I have the herbed mushrooms. We need a guy to fuel that as well. Ooh, even more slabs. The pottery slab. I'm a true artiste. I can wear a beret now. Okay, so he can only hold 8, which is still only 2 logs, so no reason to do that. I should probably have my fuelers have a backpack upgrade so they can put a log in their backpack, but honestly, I don't think it's that big of a deal. So he will grab logs until his hands are full, then he'll come over here. Fuel the cooking pot. I will do the whole cooking area because I'll probably end up with like 2 cooking pots. And then he'll move here. And I'll do that until your hands are empty. And then he'll move after he adds each one. And then I'll do that forever. And you are cook. No, food. Food, fueler, 1. Okay, so now I just need a guy for mushrooms, a guy for water, a guy for pots, maybe 2 guys for pots because it's such a long trip. The pot guy, I might even have him use his backpack, that's probably smart. The water guy will use a watering can. Oh, wait. You can use planks for fuel? Well, that's news to me, Zenrock. I assumed that because the log symbol is down at the bottom that you had to fuel them with logs. That's good to know. Well, now I'm curious. Hold on. Let's do some science. How much fuel each thing is. So let's just put that right there. So a log is... what is it? It's like 40 or something? No, a log is 120. Holy crap. A plank is 60. Okay, so it's exactly the same amount, because 1 log is 2 planks. Although once you get the powered... Oh, it's a stick symbol for you? What? Really? Are you sure it's not... because my kiln shows a log there at the bottom. Why would it show sticks? Also, I wonder how much fuel sticks are. I'm curious about all the burnable things. Okay, a stick is only 10. What about straw? Can you burn straw? I must find out. We're gonna see if straw and cotton burn. In any case, you make 3 planks per log once you get them. Okay, you can't burn cotton. Can't burn straw. And a pole is 30. Okay, that makes sense. And then pegs? No, no pegs. Okay. So once you have the electrical saws that make 3 of each thing, you would definitely want to use poles because that will be the most power efficient per log. At this point, it's all the same. It just takes more time to process poles, so you might as well use planks. And I think because of what you said, planks are better than logs because of how many you can hold. So that's good to know. Since I've already programmed them, I'm not going to change those two, but we'll fix it eventually. And now it is time to get some guys doing some food. So we'll need the guy with power upgrades. He's going to grab herbed mushrooms. And hands full, exit on fail. Place him in here until hands empty. And I'll just do that forever. And you're gonna be food. What are these called? Mushroom soup. So food, mushroom soup. Herb mushroom 1. Using most of my letters there. Okay, so that works. Then I need a watering guy. So with the watering guy, it actually would be a lot more efficient if he did the cycling thing. But that code is complicated. I don't even know if I'm gonna get it right if I try. Okay, so he needs to grab watering cans. No, I think we can do this. Okay, we'll try. So grab watering cans, stow them till backpack's full. Then he will... Oh, wait, what? Okay, hold on. Okay. Also, you can hit the Z key to empty out a watering can if you want to. Okay, so he'll move to the storage, take from storage, cycle. He'll do that until his held object is full. Because he'll cycle to an empty one, and fill it again, then cycle to an empty one. Okay. So then he's got a bunch of watering cans full of water. So then he'll run over here to add to crude cooking pot. So he'll do that until held object is empty, which either means his watering can broke or it's out of water. Then he will cycle. And then he will do that again. And eventually, his held object will be empty. He'll cycle, and then his held object will still be empty. And that is when he needs to go back up to the top and get more watering cans. And I will add an if statement on there. Let's make that stack taller. I'll leave room for 2 of these, and then... where'd you go? This guy. I will add an if statement here. He'll only add if this is not full. So that'll keep that from going too crazy. Food, mush, soup, water. Okay. I'll give my watering cans back. We'll get the pots going, and then we will be done. Oh, gotta empty it out before you put it back in. Okay. So this guy, we want to be power. And you will grab clay pots. Stow, take, do that till backpack's full. And then you come over here to the mushroom soup. Okay, add to the cooking pot. You'll do that until your hands are empty. Retrieve. Add retrieve, yeah. That should do it. And then repeat that forever. And you are what? Food, mushroom, soup, pot 1. Sweet. Okay, we got mushroom soup. And then we just need to put that in the chest. So we'll have a dude that does that. Guy with the sensor, because he needs to find them. Even though they're not very hard to find. So he will just do that until this is full. Do that forever. Food, mushroom, soup, collector, 1. Alright. Sweet. Well, we've got the higher tier food now. And in our next episode, we will work on clothing, and we already have the next level housing ready to go, I believe. Right? We did that? Yeah. 16 log cabins ready to go. So once we have clothing, we can upgrade our colonists and then start getting crazy amounts of WOV. Then it'll be WOV x 100. So that'll be great. Well, thank you, Zinrock, for joining me. Thanks for watching the stream, and I hope to see you next time. I'll probably be streaming tomorrow. I don't know exactly when. I always upload the VODs to YouTube as well after the stream's over. And then I usually stream on Tuesdays, Thursdays in the evenings, but life has been a little crazy lately, and this Thursday I won't be able to. So it'll be like maybe Thursday and maybe Saturday, Sunday, I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm also making a lot of Factorio videos these days, so those are also on the YouTube channel if you're interested. But I hope you have a good night, and for all of you watching on YouTube, I hope you've had a great day. Yeah, you're not doing anything horribly wrong. There's no wrong ways to play. But in this game in particular, there are definitely a few tricks of the trade that I didn't know when I first started either, and I saw other people's bases and was like, oh my gosh, you can do it that way? So, I get it. I get it. Alright. Well, I will see you next time.